Learning English podcast.
Ever get that feeling like you've got these dreams, right? Big, exciting dreams, but the how part, that whole figuring out how to make them real, it's kind of fuzzy.
Yeah, I think we all experience that from time to time,
Yeah.
that gap between the vision and actually taking those first steps.
Exactly. And that's what we're diving into today. Using ChatGPT, this powerful AI, as a tool for manifestation. It's like this whole new way to take control to really own your goals, whether it's in your career, finding more abundance, relationships, or just feeling more confident every day.
Absolutely. And we're not just going to skim the surface here. We're going deep, a real deep dive into how ChatGPT can be a practical tool. It can shift your perspective, help you build those positive habits, and ultimately inspire real action.
So not just some abstract, think positive stuff. This is about concrete steps.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so let's start with the basics. When we talk about manifestation, what are we actually talking about?
Well, at its core, manifestation is all about bringing your thoughts into reality, turning those thoughts into something real, something tangible. And it's a combination of things. Your beliefs, the images you create in your mind, those visualizations, and really importantly, the actions you take. It all works together.
Because I think sometimes people hear manifestation and they think, oh, it's just wishing for things, like put it out there in the universe and hope for the best, right?
Yeah, it's easy to fall into that trap. But real manifestation, it's not passive. There are these three key components. One, you got to be crystal clear about what you want. Two, you got to cultivate the right mindset. Replace those doubts with beliefs that empower you. And three, you got to take action. You got to do things that are aligned with your goal.
So it's not magic.
Right.
Not at all.
It's an active process.
Absolutely.
So then, where does ChatGPT fit in? If you're talking about clarity, mindset, action, those seem like pretty internal things, right?
Yeah.
That's what's so interesting. ChatGPT can actually be a really powerful ally in strengthening all those areas. Instead of feeling like you're going through this whole manifestation journey alone, you've got this tool that can help you refine your goals, understand and reprogram those beliefs, create an action plan, and even stay motivated when it gets tough.
Okay, that sounds kind of revolutionary almost.
It can be.
So step one, let's say, is getting super clear on what we want to manifest in the first place.
Exactly. It's like trying to hit a target that you can barely see. If your goals are vague, like, I want to be rich or I want to be happy, you're not giving yourself much to work with. Those are starting points, but they need more focus.
Right. It's like saying you want to cook an amazing meal, but you don't have a recipe. You need those specifics.
Precisely. You need to know the ingredients, the steps, the flavors you're going for, and that's where ChatGPT can come in and help you bring that blurry goal into sharp focus.
So how do we do that? How do we use ChatGPT for that? One really effective prompt you can use is, help me make my goal of your goal more specific and actionable.
Okay, so let's say someone's goal is, I want to be successful. How could ChatGPT help with that?
It could help them refine that into something like, I want to start a successful freelance writing business that earns me, let's say, $3,000 a month within the next 6 months, and I want to specialize in writing about sustainable living. See how that takes a broad idea and makes it measurable? There's a timeline, there's a niche, it's actionable.
Wow, yeah, that's a huge difference. What about like the very common goal of, I want to be more confident?
ChatGPT could help turn that into something like, I want to feel confident speaking up in team meetings at work within the next month. And to do that, I'm going to prepare talking points for each meeting, and I'm going to practice my delivery beforehand. So again, we've gone from a general feeling to a specific context with clear actions.
I'm already seeing how just having that kind of clarity could make a huge difference. It's like you've suddenly got a roadmap, right?
It is. And you're more likely to take those first steps when you can see the path ahead.
Okay, so goal defined. What's next?
Well, once you know what you're aiming for, we got to look inward. Time to work on that mindset, those underlying beliefs.
Right, because our thoughts, they really do shape our reality.
Exactly. The basic principle here is that your thoughts have a tangible impact on your experience. If you're constantly battling those negative thoughts, those doubts, it's like swimming upstream. It creates resistance. And that's where affirmations can really help.
Those positive statements that we repeat to ourselves, right?
Exactly. And you can use ChatGPT to create personalized affirmations. You can simply ask it, like, give me 10 powerful affirmations for attracting new clients to my business, or create affirmations that help me believe in my ability to learn a new skill, whatever it is.
And it'll just do that. That's so cool.
It will. And it'll tailor them to your specific goals and challenges.
Do you have any examples of what those affirmations might look like?
Sure. For attracting clients, you might get affirmations like, My services are valuable and clients are naturally drawn to me. Or I'm attracting new opportunities and collaborations every day. For believing in your ability to learn, you might get affirmations like, I am capable of mastering new skills with focus and dedication. Or my intelligence and my abilities are constantly growing.
I love that.
The key is to repeat these affirmations regularly, ideally every day. It's like planting those positive seeds and letting them take root.
So it's about shifting our internal dialogue, right?
Exactly.
Okay, what's the next step after we start working on our mindset?
Visualization. This is where you really start to tap into the power of your imagination.
I love that.
It's about creating this vivid mental image of what you want, as if it's already happened.
So how does ChatGPT fit into visualization?
You can ask ChatGPT to create a guided visualization script, totally personalized for you. For example, you could say, create a guided visualization script where I'm successfully leading a project at work and feeling confident and respected by my team. And then the script would guide you through imagining all those details, the interactions, the outcomes, those feelings of accomplishment.
So like a mini movie in your mind guided by AI.
That's a great way to put it. And the more senses you engage in that visualization, the more powerful it becomes. So really seeing it, hearing it, feeling it.
So how do you actually use these scripts? Do you just read them?
You can read them aloud, which is great because you're engaging both your visual and auditory senses.
Mm-hmm.
Or, even better, you can record yourself reading it and listen to it daily.
Okay, so we're clear on our goal. We're working on our mindset. We're visualizing, but it's not just about thinking, right? There's got to be action involved.
100%. Manifestation isn't passive. It requires what we call inspired action steps that are aligned with your vision, with your gut feeling.
Right. So how can ChatGPT help us create a plan of action?
Once you've got that clear goal, you can use ChatGPT to break it down into smaller, manageable steps. You can ask it things like, give me a step-by-step action plan to launch my online coaching business, or what daily habits will support my goal of writing a book. Be specific, and ChatGPT will deliver.
Can we get a real-world example? Let's stick with that online coaching business. What might an action plan from ChatGPT look like?
It might include steps like identifying your coaching niche, figuring out who your target audience is, creating a website or a landing page, developing your coaching packages and your pricing, outlining your marketing strategy, maybe doing some initial discovery calls with potential clients, getting testimonials, all these concrete actions that build towards that big goal.
Right. It's about breaking it down, making it less overwhelming.
Exactly.
Okay, so we're taking action, but what about those internal roadblocks, those limiting beliefs, the thoughts that tell us we can't do it, that we're not good enough?
Oh, those limiting beliefs, they're so common and they can really hold you back. Thoughts like, I'm not qualified or I'll never be able to do that, things like that. But ChatGPT can help us reframe those negative thoughts.
Really? How does that work?
You can literally just tell ChatGPT what you're struggling with. You could say something like, I have this belief that I'm not creative enough to start my own business. How can I change that?
And it'll give you advice.
It will. It can help you uncover the assumptions behind that belief and suggest new ways of thinking about it.
Can you give us an example?
Sure. Let's say someone believes, I'm not good at sales. ChatGPT might help reframe that to, every conversation is a chance to connect and offer value. Or, I'm constantly learning and improving my communication skills.
I like that.
So it's about shifting your perspective, focusing on the positive.
It's like having a personal mindset coach built into an AI.
In a way, it is.
Okay, so we've got our plan. We're reframing our thoughts, but motivation, right? How do we keep that fire burning throughout this whole process?
Motivation is key, and it can definitely ebb and flow. But there are things you can do. ChatGPT can provide daily inspirational quotes, just a quick little boost. You can ask it to create journal prompts that encourage you to reflect on your progress, to connect with your why. You can even ask it to find stories of people who have overcome similar challenges.
I love that. I find those kinds of stories so inspiring.
Me too. And the more you track your progress, even those small wins, the more motivated you'll feel to keep going. It's like a positive feedback loop.
Okay, so we've covered a lot. Setting clear intentions, cultivating a supportive mindset, taking action, staying motivated. Is there any other super powerful technique that ChatGPT can help us with?
There's one more that's really interesting. It's called acting as if.
Acting as if. What does that mean?
It means you consciously adopt the mindset, the behaviors, even the emotional state of the person you would be if you had already achieved your goal. You're essentially embodying your future success right now, in this moment.
Wow, how do we use ChatGPT for that?
You can use ChatGPT to simulate real-life situations related to your goal. It's like a practice space.
Hmm.
For example, if your goal is to feel more confident presenting your ideas, you could say to ChatGPT, pretend you're a potential investor and I'm pitching my business idea to you. Ask me tough questions.
So you're getting that real-world experience, but in a safe space.
Exactly. It's a way to train your brain to align with that desired reality.
Wow, I'm mind blown. This has been such a fascinating exploration of how we can use ChatGPT, this powerful AI, as a tool for manifestation.
Me too. It's really about getting intentional, aligning those thoughts, beliefs, and actions, and ChatGPT can be this amazing partner in that journey.
So if you're listening to this, feeling inspired, the most powerful thing you can do is take action. Pick a goal, open up ChatGPT, play around with these prompts, see what happens.
Exactly. Don't be afraid to experiment.
And who knows, maybe this will completely transform the way you approach your goals.
You never know what you might unlock.